Hello, everybody, and all kids deserve to eat. This is Sineth. Long time no see, guys. It's been a while since that Link to the Past run. We've had a couple of Metroid runs. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone in chat? Tell me about your day. You guys all excited? It has been, I think, more of a chill day for our final day here on All Kids Deserve to Eat, which, I mean, definitely is a good way of finishing off the marathon, if you ask me. I kind of like having this kind of more chill day where we're all just kind of hanging out and really celebrating what we were able to do by raising $15,562. Not to mention all the other bits that you guys have been adding in, just everything that you guys have been doing, hanging out with us, spreading the love. It has been way more than enough, and I from Jay's heart, from my heart, from everyone in the back room who's been together and putting this together, thank you so much. So we're going to be going into a 100% run of Super Metroid MM2 NES cartridge versus Popplars, and we are going to be joined by the wonderful Crunchy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I am well. So I know we haven't had a whole lot of time to get to know each other, but I am Sineth. You are Crunchy. that is what we know.
And some parts I'm known as that, yeah.
So what are you expecting to see in this race?
Well, I am expecting, regardless of whatever ends up happening, I expect to see some tremendously cool movement. I'm expecting to see some just going through rooms in ways that you would not normally expect to see, and I'm just expecting this to be really close because I remember actually Popplars was actually in a tournament that I was in last year and was absolutely not just tearing it up, but also developing new strats along the way. They were just and making videos to help the rest of us learn strats. So I'm expecting Popplars to definitely show some great play. An mm2nescartridge, a little bit less experience with what they've got, but definitely expecting to see a nice evenly matched race. Because there's one thing that I know about the Super Metroid community, it's that for races, we like to put on a real good show. So we try real hard to find a nice even match for these sort of submissions. So I'm expecting this one to be a nail biter, and goodness knows that they're an entertaining bunch, the Super Metroid community.
And I think I heard something about a gentleman's agreement between the racers that there would be some seconds added if one of the racers missed items collected before finishing the game. So I don't know how that will eventually work out, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, I imagine it's probably going to be, that's a relatively common practice that I've seen for 100% tournaments, where if something is missed, a certain amount of time is added. It usually ends up being a not insignificant amount of time. Otherwise, you might end up playing the numbers game where it's like, oh, I missed this thing. It'll take me like 2 minutes to go grab it. But it's only a 2-minute penalty, so it breaks even. So it ends up being usually a fair chunk of time. But at the same time, given how sometimes items are packed close together along the way, I don't really expect that's going to be too much of a problem with this run.
And I'm being corrected. It's a gentle folks agreement, not gentlemen, gentle folks, because we do have Popplars, she, they, MM2, he, him. So just try and keep it right in the middle there. And Jay is letting me know in chat, we're looking at 30 seconds added per item missed.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm going to leave commentary off to you. Good luck with commentary and have fun with the run.
All right, thank you. Real quick though, Ninja Pirate seems to be hoarding the feed. I'm getting spinning squares instead of quality gameplay.
All right, so yeah, they're just landing on the planet on the actual stream. Here we are.
Okay, it's back.
Yep.
Oh goodness, that means I missed all of Ceres Station. Shucks.
That's it. Redo it. Start over.
No, I wouldn't do that to them. Ceres Station is where the story always starts, but it's also where so many attempts end. It's kind of tragic. All right, so thank you so much.
Not a problem. You have fun.
On the flip side. Oh, you betcha I'm gonna have fun. This is Super Metroid. How can we not have fun? I love this game. This is my favorite game, and it's such a good speed run. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Metroid 100%. They're going to be doing this for all the potatoes. I'm not saying that the items are actually potatoes, but have you tried eating them? That's what I thought. And it starts here on, now that they're on Zebus, mm2nescartridge, I need to figure out a convenient way to shorten that, and Popplars are both heading to the Morph Ball. The first major item, a very, very important item, because in this game, unlike in Zero Mission, Metroid does not, in fact, crawl. She turns into a ball, which is very common. That's just how we do things in Metroid Town. First things first, grab that Morph Ball, heading down here, grabbing some missiles. Now, some of y'all might know there are, in fact, other items to the right of that room, which we call the construction zone. But we will be back for them later. There are some things up there we cannot get. That's one of the fun things about Super Metroid 100%. There are a lot of items that you can get in the same rooms at different times depending on what items you have. So you will be seeing sometimes both of them pass by items that are right there, but gonna come back and get them later because it is actually faster with some of the tools you get later on in the run. All right. But now that with those the Morph Ball and those missiles, someone has activated the pirates. Here they all are. Don't worry, the pirates are kind of a pushover. So first things first, here's one of the first big cool bits of movement. This is what we call the climb right here. Looks like Popplars is opting to do... Oh, Popplars going for what we call the behemoth climb here. Just jumping up these platforms using ledge grabs. That's why you see them doing the diagonal down. That makes Samus pop out of spin and land just a little bit sooner, giving you just that quicker, tighter movement. And ooh, MM2 opting for the right-hand wall jump. That is the classic traditional climb right there. Both of them have their benefits. Neither of them is particularly faster than the other. Very much a matter of preference. I'm a fan of the behemoth climb myself, but I have mad respect for anyone who does the right-hand climb. It's not easy. Moving back up through the parlor, you're going to be seeing me use all sorts of names. The Super Metroid community has an enthusiasm for creative naming. You're going to see that all the way throughout the run. Popplars first to make it to the bombs. Unlike in ZM, though, the bombs are guarded by the statue itself. That's right, it's time for the BT, the Bomb Chorizo. Now, ideally, Popplars are going to get some missiles here, but... Gotta get the Bomb Chorizo to throw some balls out, get it to jump back, shoot the balls, get missiles. Unfortunately, took a hit. Means not guaranteed missile drops. Popplars gonna be losing a little bit of time here, having to rely on a second set of balls spit out, but looks like they should be able to... Oh, unfortunately, getting the headless phase. If you do it just right with the missiles, you can actually avoid that phase entirely. Here's a chance for MM2 to gain it back. MM2 looking real good. Just has to get a couple more hits, and skipping the third phase for MM2 real nice. Saving a few extra seconds from the explosion animation and getting all the drops. Now Popplars first to head to Alcatraz. This is the Alcatraz escape right here. Second try, real smooth. A lot faster than bombing the blocks. One of the first real challenging tricks you learned in this run. It takes a bit of time to get the hang of it. Once you really start getting the hang of the wall jumps in this game, it feels supernatural. Very nice. Second try as well for MM2. Popplars first to get the energy tank in the Terminator. If you're not sure what we call it that, don't worry, we'll be back. So far, this run is actually very, very similar to what you would see from Any Percent. Actually identical to what you would see from Any Percent. But once we get down into Brinstar, the second area with the hot jams, that's where things really start mixing up. That's where you start seeing all the extra items. This is such a good run. And so heading down to Brinstar first is Popplars with the early lead, but there is so much left to do, so many bosses, so much movement still. And let me tell you, the movement in this game is incredibly satisfying, incredibly good, but very, very challenging. This is one of the most challenging speedruns I've ever played, and I think a lot of people who have played it will agree. You have to be on point from start to finish. The slightest mistake in your inputs will cause time loss. Ooh, Popplars showing us the mighty Mach Ball to get these early super missiles. The fun trick there is if you run and jump and then go directly into a morph with a specific input, you can maintain run speed while morphed and get under those gates, letting you get all this stuff early, which is convenient. We're not going to be here for a while. So it's very, very important that we get that. And MM2 also getting the Mach Ball first try, real nice. That one's a little bit trickier to set up because you have to do it through the door, but both of them get it, real nice. So far, so good. Popplar is first to clear up the missiles behind it. The Brinstar reserve tank. Reserve tanks are a thing that have only appeared in Super Metroid. There's not much to say about them. They're kind of like E-tanks, but not nearly as good. Why? Because using them takes time, and why would you do that? Ooh, Popplar's gonna go for the reverse mock ball. Gets it! Having to do the low height jump to get that one absolutely nails it. Excellent movement from Popplar so far. mm2 doing real well, but that's a tough one though. That's definitely a tough one to get. Curious to see if he can do it. Alright, now going to be heading off to the room we affectionately refer to as Big Pink. There's more stuff further down below, but we need power bombs to get them. We'll be back. Like I said, Super Metroid is a game that has a lot of items in space places that you run through before. If you see them miss it, that means you're going to be back for it later. Popplars into Big Pink. Ooh, having a little bit of a struggle there, bouncing off platforms that undoubtedly they did not want to be getting. Grabbing these missiles, going to be heading on down to get the Charge Beam. Charge Beam is a very, very useful item. It doesn't just let us do beam combos, which you will be seeing later, but it also lets us do pseudo screw attack, which you are going to be seeing pretty soon, in fact. All right, heading into Green Hill Zone. Going to see if we can get this smooth mock ball here. Clears the platform, gets the mock ball. The bounce under the side hopper. Damage boost. Oh, doesn't quite get the gate, but makes it through. This early part of Brinstar has some real slick movement in it. Running across the new bridge. Takes care of the cack attack into Red Tower. Popplar's doing real. mm2 also doing real. Ooh, gets the shot, clipping the top of that pillar, heading into New Bridge. Meanwhile, Popplar's getting down to the bottom of Red Tower nice and quickly. Dropping through Red Tower is actually a lot more challenging than you would think. You would expect that trying to obey the laws of gravity would be easy, but not in Super Metroid. Nothing about this game is easy, especially when you're trying to go fast. And here's the first big deviation. Actually going to pop up here and grab the Spazer, a beam much maligned by a whole lot of people because Plasma Beam exists. But in this game, especially 100%, Spazer does have its uses, and they're going to be taking full advantage of its wider beam. Alright, gonna get a little bit of a high five in this tunnel here. Oh, wow. mm2 made it through there so fast that the high five happened outside of the tunnel. Hey, Jay, welcome back.
Hello, hello, hello. Loving the commentary so far. I just wanted to quickly hop in and remind everyone that the Save the Animals and Kill the Animals incentive is hot, live. Kill leads at $1,144. Save at $904. This will actually not be the final time that this will come into effect. We have a SMZ3 multi-world directly following this. But if you want to see it for this run, get your donations in with the incentive marked for Save and Kill, and I will keep track of it. Also, yes, that's it. Oh, and thank you, Shads, for the $10 donation. The message said, one moment, it said, don't forget wrecked ship. Shads, you can let us know in the chat there if you want that for going for save or to kill. Have at it, Crunchy.
All right, can do. I myself am personally a little bit partial to save because I also run Metroid Fusion, and you have to save the animals, otherwise they wouldn't be in Fusion. So some people disagree. Those people, I don't know. I don't know what to say to them. I don't talk to those people much. Oh, hey, it's time for Kraid. Kraid has a quick kill, and looks like Popplars gets that quick kill. Kraid, do not stand up. No dancing for you. We have places to go, various suits to collect. All right, is mm2 going to get that quick kill as well? There are two setups, either with Charge Beam or missiles. I'm a fan of the Charge Beam setup. We saw Popplars do missile. What's mm2 going to go for Charge Beam? Gonna have to hit 4 supers. Gets it. Oh, gets it. Gets it. Gets it. Double Kraid quick kill. You love to see it happen. Popplars going for a damage boost off the spikes. Another fun little trick you can do to get that smooth movement that makes Super Metroid so satisfying to run and to watch. Both of them having those nice big shoulder pads. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. They make me feel powerful. Almost done with Crate for now. We'll be back later, but Poppler is first to pop into the janitor closet over here to get this one E-tank chilling in the ceiling. Handy thing to have. This is 100%, which means that Samus will be inordinately powerful by the time it's all said and done, but this early on, there are still definitely some risks, especially with only having 2 E-tanks. So that one comes at a real good time, because Norfair is no joke. Let's see if Popplers can get the mouth ball. Not quite. That's a really tight mock ball you can get if you shoot that super and then jump at the last possible second. It's not frame perfect, but it's really, really tight. Poplar's first to come down into Business Center right here, this first room in Norfair. About to head down and grab the high jump. All right, MM2 gets that E-tank out of the janitor closet. Going to go for mock ball. Oh, jumps a little bit early there, but still manages to get through there. Doesn't quite get the mock ball, though, but still. A little bit quicker than Poplar's escape. Still keeping it real close. This seems like there's a gap of a few seconds here. I won't lie to you about that, but there are so many things that can add or remove time in this run. This one is... Super Metroid truly is a run that is not over until both people are on that ship pressing down to leave the planet. Poppler is opting to grab that E-tank on the way out. That's very much a personal preference thing. There's no particular reason to grab it on the way in or on the way out, just whatever you like. High jump boots, always useful, always a fan favorite. Being able to jump higher and jump faster vertically is always a nice thing to have. Especially in Norfair. Wall jumps do exist, and they are very generous in this game. As long as this top part of Samus's spinning hitbox touches a block, you can wall jump off of it. Very, very generous. Especially compared to Zero Mission. Oh, here's one of the first little things you might miss. Missile tank down here in Cathedral. I vaguely remember there used to be there was a movement for a while to rename the 2 rooms because, you know, you can only have one cathedral, so what's the other one called? So it got really complicated in architecture, so let's not even go there. Ooh! Poppler's down to the last super, managing to get that door open. Getting in, thankfully making it through, though, because that's a room where you do not want to run out of supers, because it's not convenient to farm them anywhere. But it's okay. Into Bubble Mountain, MM2 grabbing the missiles in the cathedral, right behind. Bubble Mountain is another room where you have to be very tight with your wall jumps, making it up. King Cack attack? No problem. Poppler says, get out of here. The king is dead. Long live the king. On their way to get the speed booster. This speed booster making its first canonical appearance here in Super Metroid. Well, I guess not really canonical since it appears in Zero Mission, but you know what I'm saying. This is the first time it appeared in any Metroid game. Back in the bygone day of 94. Oh, MM2 unfortunately having a little bit of trouble with King Cack attack. That's what you always worry about. If it spits the spikes when you're trying to get over it, it knocks you back down. Unfortunate for MM2, but makes it up. And Popplar's first to get the speed booster, which is such a good item, unlocking not just the ability to run really, really fast, but the ability to shine spark. Shine sparking in Super Metroid is definitely a tricky thing to get right, but when you get it right, you feel like there is nothing on Earth, or in this case on Zebes, that can stop you. I hope you all like good shine spark tricks. We're going to give you some real nice ones throughout the course of this race. All right, Poppler is first to get that and run out. Ooh, MM2 showing us that he uses an alternate movement scheme, having run on Y instead of B, which is the default button. It is kind of interesting to see the different control schemes that runners use in this game. Since you can rebind your keys however your buttons however you want, you can see all sorts of different schemes. There is no wrong answer, just whatever works. All right, MM2 had a really good ammo count coming in, did not have to do much farming. Popplers had to do a couple of extra ones. A minor thing, but minor things do in fact add up throughout the course of this race. All right, Poppler is getting the wave beam. Unfortunately, since they already have Spazer, we don't get to see the purple Cheerios. No part of a balanced breakfast today, just purple lasers. Ooh, MM2 unfortunately taking a bit of a fall. Thankfully, with high jump and a bit of a running start, you can get back up, but that's an unfortunate time loss. Small one, but one that you hate to see happen. Thankfully, wall jumps continue to exist. We don't need grapple beam. Just run in there, get that wave beam. And to staying right behind Popplars here. Popplar is going to come back and get that missile tank on the right side a little bit later. That's another one of those things you can either grab it now or later. We're going to be back through Bubble Mountain plenty of times. And now, dropping down, this is one of the parts where sometimes you might get a bit of route deviation. Some folks will opt to do Lower Norfair cleanup and take care of Crocomire early. Some folks will opt to do it later when you're more powerful, because Plasma Beam does kind of turn Crocomire into an absolute joke. But looks like Popplar is opting to take care of Croc now. Give that multi-eyed, whatever you want to call him, a little bit of extra screen time. Let's see what MM2 opts to do. Is MM2 going to do Croc as well, or is MM2 going to make my life difficult? Okay, opting to keep it a little bit simpler for me and a little bit simpler for everybody watching at home. Give us a better idea of what's going on. Route deviations are fun, but boy, they make it real hard to figure out who's actually in the lead. Alright, now Crocomire needs to make sure to feed your Crocomire with a steady diet of purple linguine, or whatever the heck you want to call it. I've yet to figure out what kind of pasta the Wave Beam plus Spazer looks like. Chat, what do you think? If you had to describe the Wave Spazer combo as a type of pasta, what would you use? You have until Crocomire stops screaming to give us an answer here. Purple Freeze Pop Smoky Beam. Real good creativity from chat. Lasagna noodles. Ooh, that's right. They could be wide. This is in fact a 2D game. Maybe they're also extra wide, but in the wrong dimension. Alright, both of them sending Crocomire packing. Popplar is going to be the first to see the skeleton right here. And thank you for playing Crocomire. We hope you enjoyed your 15 seconds of fame. Didn't even get minutes. We got places to go. And here we go! Oh no! Popplar is just a little bit too high there. Trying to... Whoa, is MM2 trying to get a spike suit? MM2 was trying to set up a very difficult trick called a spike suit, which lets you store a charge without having to... Normally, when that flashing wears off, your charge goes away, but if you do a sequence of frame-perfect inputs, usually off a spike, you can actually store the charge. It's very, very difficult, and never required, but that would have been... Oh gosh, I would have just, like, fallen out of my seat if MM2 had gotten that. Ooh, it looks like MM2 might have tried to do a short charge there, to Shine Spark across the room, not quite getting it. That's one of the cool things about Super Metroid, is that since the dash button is a button you have to press in order to run and get Speed Booster, since we know how it figures out Speed Booster, you can actually charge it in a shorter distance than the game intends with a little bit of creativity. It's called short charging, and you don't realize it. You've already been seeing it. It's one of those little subtle tricks that once you learn how to do it, you just add it everywhere, and it just makes your movement cleaner. Lets you use your Shine Spark in more places. It's just a real useful trick in the speedrun. Alright. Popplar is first to make it down to the room here. Get a grapple beam. Tried to go for a short charge, but accidentally bonked into the fireflies. Oh, going for the short charge, not quite getting the taps. That's the challenging thing about the short charge. The game actually checks that Samus is running on a very specific frame of her run cycle, so as long as you make sure to hold down the button only during that frame, you get the speed booster charge without actually getting the speed increase. It basically makes it look like Samus is speed walking if you do it right. It's kind of neat and very, very useful. I can't emphasize the useful enough. I cannot. But now both of them getting grapple beam, it definitely has its uses. We may even see it in Meridia depending on how certain things go. It has its uses, but thankfully a lot of them do get completely overridden by our fun movement tricks. Super Metroid is a run just loaded to bursting with movement tricks and all sorts of real cool room strats. Ooh, a little bit of deviation here. MM2 opting to get the missiles in the sign room after getting the grapple beam, and showing us a real good vertical Shine Spark there as well. And a damage boost back out. That was real smooth, avoiding the lava on the return, and now going to Shine Spark back out. Very, very well done sequence of rooms there from MM2. this point, only a couple of rooms behind Popplars, still keeping it real close. Both of them playing very, very well. You can see how much difference even the tiniest bits of movement can make. Ooh, going to go for a little bit of grapple beam action right here. Popplars going for the swag shot on the green gate. Not quite getting it, impacting a little bit too far forward. That's all right, though. Getting it this time. Back into Business Center. Jay, back again. Goodness.
Hello, hello. Wanted to read a couple donations if that's okay with you.
Go for it.
Fantastic. We have Necerius with a $28 donation. Love Crunchy doing SM commentary. Save the animals.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Crunchy. That puts Save the Animals at $942. Kill the Animals at $1,144. This run lasts about an hour and 30 minutes, so probably close to an hour and 20-ish minutes is when we'll start to close off that donation incentive, basically when Mother Brain's head hits the ground. So if you want to get your donations in for those donation incentives, feel free to do that. I'll keep updating it, and we'll see what happens. So thank you guys, and back to you, Crunchy.
All right, thanks a bunch, Jay, and thank you so much for your generous donations, everybody. Keep those.
Oh yes,
coming.
actually, if I could say one more thing.
Oh yeah, go for it.
That $28 actually put us to $15,600.
Yo!
Let's go.
Amazing. Everybody,
Right.
give yourselves a pat on the back. You're doing real great. Like, this is such a great cause we're working for here, and y'all have been really reaching into your pockets, and that's amazing. Thank you so much, everybody.
Oof, Ness took a dive there going up Red Tower. That's going to set them back a little bit.
Ooh, yeah. Red Tower is one of those areas, it doesn't seem that hard, and casually it really isn't, but when you're doing the run, if anything goes wrong, the enemies will just make you regret it, especially this part up here.
Yes, for sure.
Oh my gosh, this part of Red Tower climb right here. Oh god, that's such an unfortunate, costly spot to lose.
Yeah, because now at this point, now the Rippers are going to be all out of whack, and you're not going to know exactly where they're at. It just makes it a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, no, the Super Metroid is also a run that's just full of things that you can't see. Honestly, when I first learned how to do this climb efficiently, the height you jump when you first land on that upper platform and shoot is actually important because it only spawns certain Rippers, and then you shoot and you follow. And if you do it right, none of the Rippers block the shot, but it's so precise. And if you mess it up, having to do backups. Oh my gosh. Oh, MM2, I'm so sorry. I can't believe these Rippers are doing you dirty like this.
This was about probably a 7 to 15 second difference, but now this is gonna set Ness back pretty. Oh god!
Oh gosh, hate to see it happen. I mean, this is even with all of this, this is certainly not an insurmountable like fallback
Nice.
here. But this is definitely going to have to be bringing his A game to try and close the gap. Now. But there's still a lot that can happen because they're in fact heading to one of the great equalizers of Super Metroid speedrunning. We're heading into Wrecked Ship, and Wrecked Ship means Fantoon, and Fantoon is never anything else aside from ornery and out to ruin your day every day.
Yes, indeed. And I'm going to leave it up to you.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't do that. No. All right. Drop by again whenever, Jay.
Oh, for
Thanks
sure,
a
for
bunch.
sure.
All right. So, goodness, you really just get no breaks with this game. This game just goes and does not stop. All right, Popplars looks like they were actually trying to for a moment there, I thought they might be trying to get the missile tank down below now, which would have been a surprising choice considering that you get gravity suit in the wrecked ship. Popplars opting looks like they. Oh, I see what's up. They took too many hits, and they normally you can do a shine spark across the ocean here. Unfortunately, shine sparking does drain energy, and going into fight Fantoon with low energy is, even if you're confident, that's a really dicey proposition. So, ooh, Poplar just having a struggle. Okay, looks like they are opting just to go for the jumps instead of trying to do grapple. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's tragic. Oh my gosh, you hate to see it. The most common strats when you don't want to use grapple beam are just jumping across using either turning off high jump or just really carefully doing jumps or doing the shine spark, but gosh, you always hope you have enough health to do the shine sparks though, because it's so much easier. Oh my gosh, only 5 health in the reserve tank. Alright, Poplar is going to be setting up to do X Factor on Phantoon. This is a strategy I am very fond of. I mentioned this earlier on. Poplar's was the absolute greatest, creating video tutorials to help out some of us because when we did the Prodigy tournament, which was basically a bunch of folks who were relatively new or very slow times on the boards. Well, actually, that's not terribly fair. Anyone who had a slower than 50-minute time in Super Metroid Any Percent, and Popplars went the extra above and beyond, creating strategy videos, including a really, really good, consistent setup for X Factor on Phantoon, which I fully expect we're going to see them show us here today. It's a real good setup. It makes Phantoon a lot less painful, but that does not mean Phantoon is not dangerous. Phantoon is extremely dangerous at all times. And as much as all of us hate to see all that nonsense taking place in the ocean, that does not change the fact. That doesn't. Actually, that's the. I got my room names crossed, but anyways, that doesn't change the fact that it has made the race a little bit closer. Poplar is first to make it to Phantoon. What are we going to get? Are we going to get a fast? No, not a fast. Are we going to get a middle, a medium, a normal? Or are we going to get a slow? Oh no! Phantoon showing Popplars a slow, but Popplars is ready. Here's the setup. 2 missiles, get the charge, the jump, flawless, nailing every X Factor particle. Good first X Factor. 1 more X Factor, and then finish him off with missiles. That's the strat here. Let's see how Nest goes. Nest gets a normal. Oh, doesn't quite. Oh my god, Popplars! Popplars getting the 2 cycle! That is as good a Phantoon as you would ever hope to see. So good. Now let's see if MM2 can match that. Getting the setup here, using a similar setup. Oh, unfortunately not quite getting the positioning, only hitting with 2 of the particles. The big danger here is while those particles are on screen, you can't actually shoot. Oh god, MM2 at 72 health. Going for some Dopplers, not quite getting them. Still in good shape here. He can just get the other X Factor, can probably finish it off in 1 more cycle. Oh, no! Gets it! Doesn't have to wait for it to reappear. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the setup for X Factor there, having to use some Dopplers. Gonna be a 3-round, it looks like, for MM2, if he can get a clean 3rd round. Not a fast, though. Just really uncooperative Phantoon for MM2 here. Ooh, getting a normal. Looks good, and finishing it off. 3rd round. 17 energy plus whatever was in the reserve tank. Stupid reserve tank just keeping us in suspense here. That beeping doesn't stop. I hear it in my dreams. But you know what else I see in my dreams? Double dead Phantoon. That's right, they killed the ghost. Bustin' makes me feel good. Getting the best from both of them. And now the power has been restored to the wrecked ship. Popplars and MM2 going to go through clearing this place out. We will not be returning to wrecked ship. Thankfully, wrecked ship is not a big area. There's one big dangerous place that Popplars is heading to right now. The spiky room of death coming up here in a moment. Here we go. This is a very, very dangerous room full of spikes. These platforms, if they land on you, do so much damage. Thankfully, with a little bit of creative movement, nice ball bounce. Poplar's making it through no damage. Super clean spiky room of death. I'm extra worried for MM2 though. His health just a little bit lower. There's an E-tank right on the other side of the spiky room of death, but if you're not careful, oh my gosh, that room will ruin you. And again, we're just not sure how much health is in that other reserve tank. It could be enough, but it depends on how confident MM2 is going to feel with this energy. We'll see. We will see. All right, Popplars making it to the other side, getting that E-tank. Oh no, taking a tumble down to the spikes. Okay, MM2, here we go, into the spike room of death. Come on, MM2, we believe in you. So far, so good. Oh, gonna play it a little bit safe, looks like. Yeah, didn't quite get the fast cycle that Popplars got, but just gonna play it a little bit safe here. All right, very much like this move. Certainly slower, but you know what? You know what's even slower than... You know what's even slower than taking it safe in the spike room of death? Having to start over, so... Very much a cost-benefit analysis here. Ooh, Popplars, unfortunately, taking a tumble. Oh my gosh. Even with Various Suit, look at how much damage the spikes do. Popplars just... Oh my god. Taking numerous spike hits on the way back. Hate to see it happen. But making it back through okay. Oh, MM2. Ooh, 76 health. He's gotta be careful, even with Various Suit. If he is not careful, if he drops down far left enough, the spikes could give him a real bad time here. Okay, playing it safe. Oh no, he's gotta make it across for the block breaks. Makes it. MM2 making my heart climb up into my throat. Had a little bit of difficulty breathing there, but it's okay. Showing us keeping it cool as a cucumber, making it through there. All right, Popplars trying to set up for the attic there. Looks like they tried to go for a short charge there. I can't remember if Popplars just uses missiles or actually does a shine spark to get through the attic. There are definitely multiple ways to do attic, but it is very important you make sure to open that left side door, though. Oh, Popplars going for a shine spark here, trying to get a short charge. There we go. Oh no! Goop sparking into the ceiling instead of going to the right. Popplars committed to this short charge. Sometimes it's the matter of the principle. There we go! Flying across the room, into the door. Giving that door a little bit of a hello with your shoulder, as one does. Alright, just have to get past these robots. They're, I think we may have actually just stumbled onto a robot gym here. They're just on their treadmills trying to get their miles in. Here comes Samus just blasting them in the stomach. That's kind of rude, Samus. You have to wait your turn to use the treadmill. I bet she probably doesn't even wipe down the equipment when she's done. God, Samus. Alright, MM2 into the attic. Obviously using a not Shine Spark strat here. Probably trying to conserve energy. Shine Sparking is very useful, but once again, it does use up so much energy when you do it. Thankfully, that does not persist after this game, but in Super Metroid, we do have to deal with it. It is a fact of life. A little bit of a high five in the attic there. Popplars first back out into Criteria, while MM2 is ransacking the gym over here. That's not the official name, but now I just have to wonder why not. It's a robot gym. Now that I've seen it, I can no longer unsee it. All right, Popplars getting the missiles on the far left here. It's very important to get back up, though, because that block will reform. Come on, come on! Okay, there we go. It is actually possible to soft lock there. Thankfully, Popplars did have supers. Not going to be a problem, but still, it's more convenient to not have to stop and shoot that block. And if you thought for just one moment we were going to get out of here without sports, you are mistaken, because it's time for bowling. Oh, Popplars! Popplars! Oh, bowling spark! Bam! Nailed it. Oh, that is such a tight shine spark to get. You have to be absolutely on point with your taps and your positioning. Popplars showing us a super good bowling spark. That was beautiful. Look, the statue is so impressed, it doesn't even have any words. All right, MM2 unfortunately did in fact have to take a moment to shoot that block with a super, but makes it out on his way to do bowling as well, while Popplars heads off to the right here to grab a couple of extra items. That's right, there are some things hidden over here. Have to do a little bit more speed boosting, a little bit more shine sparking, and a little bit of power bombing. Oh, there we go. There's the power bomb. That statue was all right. God, that's the one thing about, as much as I love this game, sometimes doing races is tough because there's always something going on. It's nonstop wall-to-wall action. God. So good, my throat is dried. I need to drink water. Everybody out there, please make sure to hydrate. Enjoy what you watch. Jay has put on a tremendous marathon here for a fantastic cause, but goodness gracious, make sure to take care of yourselves out there, folks. And Popplars first to collect that stack of pancakes, the gravity suit, giving you the greatest gift of all, the gift of high fashion. Look at this. Look at that. Purple suit looks so good. This is now the most stylish stream on all of Twitch. You heard it here first, friends. Hydrate! Oh my god! Oh no! All the hydration! Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh god, y'all gonna kill me, aren't you? 4, 5. Oh, I see a check posture. Thank you very much. I was in fact slouching a little bit. 6. Oh god, please. 7, 8, 9. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there we go. Oh no, a 10th one. Oh my god. Y'all are here making sure that I am super hydrated. Meanwhile, Poplar's taking a very important refill here. Oh my gosh, maintaining the spark into the ship. Just flying on up here. That was super good. Oh my gosh, okay. There we go, I'm caught up on hydration. Oh gosh, I have to eat something. Alright. Yeet! I don't know if y'all heard that, but I threw something across the room. We did it. We did it, everybody. Alright, but now don't worry, there's more action happening. Just a little bit of escaping the wrecked ship here, but now it's time for another genuinely dangerous part. It's time for the gauntlet coming up here, but Poplar's first gonna have to do a shot wrap here. They're trying to set up a very specific charge shot to open a door on the other side of the screen, and they get it, and here it comes! Gauntlet Spark! Through the wall, through the open door, through the first room of Gauntlet, which is great because this room is terrible. Just like that. Boom. Super clean. Get that energy tank. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to try to maintain health coming out of wrecked ships. Ideally, you don't need to take the refill at the ship, but if you gotta take it, you gotta take it, because otherwise, the alternative is your spark runs out. Because in case anyone didn't know, if you run out of health while you're shine sparking, you just kind of drop. The game leaves you at really low health, and you just kind of drop. So you don't want that to happen. You really don't want that to happen. Alright, Poplar's getting that positioning right in the middle of those two sets of crumble blocks in order to be able to grab these at the same time. Oh! MM2, just like that, turning off Varia for Gauntlet Spark. Here 82 in the chat remarking that that's a really good time to do it because, in fact, you do want to turn that off later on to do a trick called stand-up glitch during Mother Brain. It's much later on in the run, but that's really a big part of speedrun, you know? Find the best time to do a thing, even if it's minutes away. Not to mention that it doesn't really matter because they have Gravity Suit, which is so good. Oh man, now with both of them having Gravity Suit, we have so much style going in this stream right now that all y'all are just gonna be getting calls from, like, I can't think of a good style magazine because I'm not actually stylish in real life, but think of your favorite style magazine. They're gonna give you a call tomorrow. That's how stylish we are right now. Hey, back into Green Brinstar we go. Now we're gonna go down here and do some stuff. Ooh, Poplar's showing us a moonfall right there. That fun trick that you probably saw earlier during the reverse climb. Cool trick that just kind of breaks the speed cap on Samus falling. Always fun. We like breaking speed caps in this game, don't we? Papa's getting them supers. MM2 about to head down. Oops, accidentally shooting. Those are the Kagos? I think those are Kagos. I always forget what some enemies are called. Oh no! I used to have the Super Metroid manual handy for things like this, but I put it away. I put it away. I wasn't prepared. That's on me. Poplar's having a little bit of struggle with damage boosts there. That's okay. Everybody look! It's the Edacoons! Here to teach you how to... Oh, we already know how to wall jump. Oh no! Unfortunately, this is from the era before respin, so if you accidentally lose your spin, you're just taking a tumble. Thankfully, though, Poplar's managing to climb back up in short order, while MM2 jumps over the invisible hole to get the E-Tank and now get those supers. Still, after all this time staying only a couple of rooms apart, this race is still staying a lot closer than you might have thought, but I love to see it happen. Nothing gets the blood pumping quite like a good Super Metroid race. MM2 getting the damage boost. Getting the second damage boost. Very good room from MM2. Oh no, Popplars! Popplars, no! Popplars accidentally not quite jumping over the gap in the floor, stopping to say hello to the Decora. Showing us how to shine spark. That is one thing that I very much appreciate about this game, is that it takes a moment to all the hidden tricks in the game actually shows you how to do them. You just have to know where, you just have to find it. But now a little bit of cleanup to do here in Big Pink. Now that we have Gravity Suit, we can stop and grab a couple of these things that were kind of blocked by water before, and also giant side hoppers, because giant side hoppers hurt, like a lot. Alright, MM2 not taking a tumble, deciding, you know what, the Decora's fine. Grabbing power bombs. Papa's gonna see if they can jump back up through that gap. Oh, not quite! If you are quick enough, you can actually get back up through that crumble block before it reforms. Not quite that time, though. Let's see if MM2 can possibly do that later. Looks like Poplar's had a bit of a suddenly moment realizing, hang on a second, where do I need to go now? Right, need to go down here, get this stuff down here, because this is the room where there's water on the floor. You can't really get a shine charge without the gravity suit, but now that we have it, yes! Walls are merely a suggestion. Get the E-Tank. Our MM2 gonna go up here and get a couple of things, setting up to do the Spore Spawn skip over here. Get the Super Missile Tank without having to fight Spore Spawn. Ooh, first try, breaking the block. That's actually not the easiest setup. There's a bunch of ways of doing it, but it's, I don't know. I find it really difficult. MM2 obviously does not find it very difficult. But Poplar is gonna have to go back up and get that stuff. Okay. I was a little bit surprised actually to see them come down and get that first, but here we go. Gonna get that Spore Spawn skip, get the super missiles. Going for a slightly different setup. This is the one that I'm more familiar with. There we go. Screen shake means that the missile hits something. In we go. High-fiving in the door. Now gonna have to go back up here and get through this door now. This is the last bit of cleanup here in Big Pink. I'm a little bit of trouble opening the gate, though. A couple of extra tumbles from MM2. Alright, MM2 getting that E-Tank. Popplars needing to just get the E-Tank. Alright, I'm sitting here trying to think about... Oh, Poplar's going for the gate glitch here. Ooh, getting it! Very slick. Clipping, getting a super missile to just clip through the gate there. Very cool. That's a very useful trick to use in Randomizer, incidentally. So at the moment, Poplar's just done with Big Pink cleanup here. MM2 still needs to get the E-Tank down below. So, goodness, it's actually gotten pretty darn close again. But then we will get them to reconvene here a moment as they head into Green Hill. Poplar is still maintaining a lead, but MM2 still right behind. This is not going to be our last time through Green Hill, don't worry. We know about that. There's a missile tank up top. They haven't forgotten it, I promise. Back into Red Tower. Now... Okay, good. I was about to say... It's like... Oh, wait, no. Brain fart. There's sometimes different ways of doing things, and yes. All right, everybody. Now it's time for some chill times. By chill, I mean not chill whatsoever. It's time for Meridia, which is, I'm pretty sure is almost everybody's least favorite part of playing this game casually. It's the water area, some of the best ambient music you will find on the SNES, but dang, this area is grotesque in the speedrun. So many things to get, so many one-way rooms, doors, sand pits, and all sorts of gross things. Alright, let's see questions about... Nope, nobody has picked up Kraid missiles yet. I'm presuming they're both going to grab it, probably either on the way down to Ridley or on the way back from Ridley. After Meridian, nonetheless. Alright, Popplars trying to set up a... I suddenly forgot what a short charge was. Trying to set up a short charge to get the Mama Turtle E-Tank here. Having a little bit of a struggle, just decides to ride Mama Turtle. Oh, MM2! Making friends! Look, I know it's important to make friends everywhere you go. That's just good practice, but now's not the time, MM2! Come on! Breaking the tube. Poplar's getting the Mama Turtle missiles. And going to be heading on back now. Oh, okay, for a moment there I thought, oh no, M2 is going for the short charge. This is actually a really, really tight short charge right here. Can he get it? Can he get it? He can! Oh my god! That is a very, very difficult short charge to get right there. Gets the missiles first. What a legend. What a legend. While Poplar shows the more common method, his method I use, just getting the charge and grabbing those missiles on the way back from Mama Turtle, then damage boosting to go back to the right. So MM2 and getting the short charge in the Mama Turtle room, not quite having the distance to land on the platform though. Gonna have to wall jump back up to get the missiles, but dang! All right, now it's time for Crab Supers, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. You know, walks like crab, talk like supers. Or however that goes, I don't know. And with Crab Supers in hand, Poplar's going to be heading off to Aqueduct. While MM2 is going to go up and get those Crab Supers as well. Oh no, accidentally popping out of spin. While Popplars runs a little bit further than I expected. I'm going to do a little bit of menuing here. You want to get that X Factor ready for the upcoming fight with Batoon, the world's most obnoxious water sausage. Alright, Crab Supers for MM2 while Popplars gets the missiles up here. Just a couple of things to grab. Thankfully, this is not too long of a detour because this area is a little bit of a pain to navigate. Ooh, MM2 having a bit of a struggle getting that short charge, but gets it. Gonna head into... not heading into Aqueduct yet. I'm getting my wires crossed. This part of the run does have some similarities to 90%. Thankfully, there isn't too much to do. Papa's about to drop down here, get a missile and a super. Just like that. And with that, now Popplars will be heading off to Aqueduct. I'm gonna high five on the way out, and I'm right behind. Whoops, a little bit of a high jump there. And a high five in the door as they pass. What a friendly race this is. Look at all the high-fiving they're doing. Good. goodness. There's so much fanfare in this game, though. Ooh, Popplars doing a moonfall here? Okay, looks like that was an attempt at moonfalling. There we go. Moonfall is one of those tricks that doesn't get used too many places because it's really not worth it unless it's a drop of a certain distance. But you know what? You add it wherever you can, because it's cool. Let's be fair. The number one reason you would do any trick in this game is because it looks cool. Come on. Come on. That's all the reason you need. Here you go, the Mocktroids. They're like Metroids, but not nearly as strong or dangerous. And here we go. Popplars going to be setting up here for Botwoon. I think, if memory serves, Popplars does the audio cue. Nope. Going for a visual cue, looks like. Oh no, this is a different step than the one I'm used to. Oh, not quite getting the positioning. Ideally, you can get those particles to hit Botwoon right as it appears, which is very useful because Botwoon is kind of a nuisance to hit with supers. Especially once it starts going super, super fast. Popplars going to have to just skill it out. Thankfully, Popplars does in fact have a lot of that. So, ooh, very nice. Killing Botwoon nice and quick. Looks like Ness MM2 going for getting the 4 particles. Can he get the 1 cycle? Can he get the 1? Oh, not quite, but that was really close. Should be able to finish it off right here. What a good Botwoon fight from MM2. Not quite the 1 cycle, but super, super fast 2 cycle. Excellent, excellent Botwoon fight. And Popplars giving us the halfie. Ooh, love that. Oh no, MM2 unfortunately bonking the door. No halfie for MM2. That's unfortunate. Going through Coliseum is a bit of a bear, so you always want to try to at least shoot for the halfie, if not the full halfie. But both of them are very challenging tricks to get. MM2 just going to have to make it through with wall jumps and a little bit of perseverance, possibly some tears. Maybe that's just me. This place makes me sad. But Popplars first to make it to Dragon, the mama shrimp. There are many ways to fry a shrimp. The question is, which of them will Popplars use? Looks like Popplars are going to be going for nice, traditional shine sparks. With a little bit of X Factor thrown in for good measure. This is definitely a tricky way of fighting. Because you gotta get the positioning just right. The key to doing this right is making sure to hit right between 2 of Dragon's hitboxes to get double Shine Spark damage. But it's a short charge, and also Dragon flies in at bizarre angles sometimes, so you gotta be just right. Going for the back hit. Very, very good hit there from Popplars. Might be able to finish it right here. Not quite. So close. But should be able to finish it here and get the blue suit. Yes! Very, very good Dragon fight from Popplars. Getting blue suit. Looks like Popplars is also trying to get the spike suit here. Oh, that looked good. I think that was good. I'm not always good at figuring out when you get the bad frame. I think Popplars got spike suit, though. Oh, thank you, Hero. That's unfortunate. Oh, no, it looks like Ness is going for... Oh! Oh, going for the grapple strat. And that is such a good setup for it, too. I have never seen that particular setup for the grapple strat, but that was slick. Like I said, there are many ways to fry a shrimp. MM2 and Popplars showing us 2 real good ones there. That was a very fast fight from MM2. And Popplars, unfortunately, not getting that spike suit. Gonna have to go back across the Coliseum the good old-fashioned way with space jump. Space jump in this game is a little bit fiddly, but it's extremely useful. Something that we love to use as much as possible. Alright. M2 gonna have to go back across the old-fashioned way as well. Didn't get blue suit by virtue of using the grapple kill. Oops, accidentally bonking there. Maintaining momentum is so critical when you're using the space jump. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite pastime, going through the sand. By which I mean nobody's favorite pastime. It's terrible. You can speed it up a little bit by morphing and unmorphing, but not by a lot. It's still slow. Back into Aqueduct, MM2 opting to go the bit reverse here instead of just running through the blocks the other side like Popplars did. Popplars, meanwhile, doing a short charge to go up here, get the missiles and supers, and then going to be doing the first of 2 sand dives through the bottom. Whoever designed the map apparently decided, you know what? Dropping through sand is fun. Let's make them do it twice for 100% out of the aqueduct. And here we are. Thankfully, no soft locks today. If you're not careful, it is actually possible to soft lock in this room with the Shine Spark. Seen it happen. Never fun. Those were very bad disjointed sentences. As you can tell, grammar is in fact one of my strong suits. Popplars first dropped into one of these hidden sand rooms, gets the missile, one other item. They're in the same room now. Ooh. I think MM2 might have opted to. I was watching Popplars and I didn't see. I think MM2 did not get the items in Aqueduct. He still has to get those. It's still very, very close, although maybe not quite as close as it looks at this specific moment. Yeah, no. This late in the race, then to even be as close as they are, which is a little bit less close than it looks, is still tremendous. They're both playing at an extremely high level right now, just killing it. Oh gosh, it's time to go up the pants. Go up one leg, come back down the other, and everybody say hello. It's time for that most friend-shaped of enemies. It's... I forgot his name. Shacktool, I remembered, because I'm a good friend. I swear I don't forget my friends' names in real life. That's actually a lie, I absolutely do. I'm bad with names, I'm so sorry, Shacktool. But Shacktool forgives me because he's a good sport. Shacktool is a friend! Look at him, he's clearing out the sand for us. And behind the sand is one of the greatest gifts of all. The gift of being able to jump like a ball. Well, jump as a ball. Because balls can't actually jump. They bounce. Yeah, here we go. It's time for Spring Ball. And let me tell you, Spring Ball is a lot more useful than you might think. Not only can you jump while morph, but it also lets you actually avoid falling down crumble blocks. It's true. If you hold the jump button, you will never drop through a crumble block while you're in ball form. All right. Popplars. Popplars, please. I feel so betrayed right now. I feel so betrayed right now. I thought we were all here having a good time, being friends. Then both Popplars and MM2 just outright murder Shacktool. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Oh well. It'd be that way sometimes. Shacktool will be back next time. You can't keep a good pal down. And Shacktool will forgive them as well, because Shacktool's a good sport. But in any case, now it's time to get one of the most powerful, one of the most useful items in the entire game, the Plasma Beam. Some enemies just brought their armor to work day because, I don't know, they didn't realize that you're not supposed to do that. And that's why the Plasma Beam exists. It pierces armored enemies just like that, no problem, and it increases your beam combo's damage dramatically. Like if you have a full beam combo with the Spazer versus the full beam combo with the Plasma Beam does multiples of the damage of the Spazer combo. Literally 3 times as much damage with a fully charged shot. So, you really just want to have the Plasma. It makes things so much better. It's one of the reasons why I have so much respect for people who do freaking new route in any percent, because they do it without the Plasma. It takes triple the number of charged shots to kill bosses. I would never want to do that. That just sounds terrible. I'm perfectly okay with sticking with old route, thank you very much. But anyways, just doing a little bit of backtracking here to get back to Aqueduct in the most efficient way possible in order to do that second sand dive. Because once they're done with that, well, we're done with Meridia. Meridia is almost finished. MM2 having a little bit of struggle here, but making it through. Come on, come on. They don't call it Cack Attack Alley for nothing. Just full of Cack Attacks. Why are they called Cack Attacks? I have no idea. I have many answers, but that is not one of the answers I have. Alright, once again, morphing and unmorphing to go through the sand quickly. Time to grab these 2 items here, including another reserve tank. Cool. Y'all like reserve tanks, right? Here we go. MM2 now getting the aqueduct items, missile and super missile, then going to be doing that second sand dive. All right, and with that missile grab, Popplars is done with Meridia. Just has to get out of this place. Ooh, very nice use of the turn there to drop through the sand quickly. A lot of folks will do it by accident. If you're turning right as you land on that sand, you just kind of drop fast, which is great if that's what you were trying to do. Less than great if you weren't. All right, just a couple rooms away from getting back to the Norfair elevator. I'm curious to see if Popplars will opt to grab the Kraid missile now or on the way back out. I think possibly on the way back out. Nope, going for it now. Unfortunately, this is one of those missiles that you can't get earlier because you need power bombs for it, so you just slot it in wherever you can. There's really no clean time to get it, really. One of the more cumbersome items. And there we go. The Kraid missiles. And to also done with Meridia, heading on out, back into Brinstar. The burning question now is, are we going to get a high five in the elevator room? I think it's going to be close. M2 taking a couple of extra tumbles there. But I think they can still do it. Popplars going to go for that mouth ball. Ooh, didn't have to. Gets the high five just as Popplars gets on the elevator. Is anyone out there keeping count of how many high fives we've had? I have not. I hope somebody is, because we've had quite a few. This run has been very close. M2 now getting the Kraid missiles while Popplars going to head off to get the Ice Beam, the last piece of the beam combo, showing us a real good mock ball right there. That's a real cool one. Oops, not quite getting that jump, but with Spring Ball, it doesn't matter. And here's Ice Beam. Full beam combo assembled. That beam is now murderously strong. Gonna go for the mock ball here on the way out. Gets it! What a good mock ball that was from Popplars. Mock balling is one of those things where there are so many places you can use it. There's only a few you actually need to, but if you can insert it into a few extra places, not only does it save you time, but dang, you feel cool. It makes you feel so cool when you get extra mock balls. Oh! Accidentally bonking there. All right. Looks like Poplar's going to be trying to get a shine charge here to get the missile in the next room because the next room is full of crumble blocks. Crumble blocks kind of suck. There we go. Shoot the wall there. Get the missile tank. Very nice. You really don't want to fall down this room because, like I said, it's full of crumble blocks. Getting back up is annoying, regardless of how good you are at wall jumps. MM2 also getting the Ice Beam. That's real nice. While Popplars just running through here, plowing through everything in their path. Oh! Not quite getting not quite getting the space boost through this room. If you can shoot that door with a charge shot and just space boost through, you just fly through that room like a rocket. Feels real good. Not taking the Nutella refill. Health looking good. Don't really need it in this category. Oops. Stumble into the lava while MM2 trying to set up the Shine Spark as well. Oops. Walking through the door, though. Has to be careful not to fall. Very nice save. Little bit touch and go, but no problem. Ooh, Popplars getting the damage boost to set up to get through this room nice and quick. And just like that, heading into Lower Norfair, it's time for a lot of people's favorite jam from this game. A song you might recognize if you played Metroid Prime, or if you played Smash Brothers, or if you just listened to a lot of OC remixes. But we're gonna get to see the left side of Lower Norfair, which is something you don't always get to do. It's gonna take a real tight short charge here, though. Oh, going for the space boost. And Poplar is gonna make the lava level lower. We learned our lesson from bowling. Unfortunately, this one right here is kind of stuck in the wall, so it doesn't get to bowl. It's just going to glare at us. Well, it gets so angry that it can't go bowling, and it makes the lava level drop. How does that work? I don't know. I don't pretend to understand how Chozo thinking is. I'm not a bird. I'm a human. At least that's what I've been told. Some days I wonder. But now, hey, y'all remember our friend the Bomb Chorizo from earlier? Bomb Chorizo was pretty cool, wasn't it? Now, what if I were to tell you that Bomb Chorizo had a big brother? You'd probably think I was lying. But I'm not. It's time for the Golden Chorizo. You know, the Chorizo brother the parents liked more. Thankfully, we have a strat for this. Golden Chorizo is actually genuinely dangerous because it can catch supers and throw them at you, and it hits really hard. Thankfully, if we get it against the wall like this, crouch and aim straight up, just chain fire charge shots, no problem. We've got it locked down. That was a very clean Golden Chorizo from Popplars, very well done. This is actually one of those few situations where sometimes your button configuration can cause problems, or if you're playing on emulator, because you have to be able to hold down many buttons in order to be able to crouch and aim straight up. Oh, going for the Shine Spark, gets the screw attack, and up through the blocks. Very, very smooth. Into those Rocket Ripper rooms, let's go. Screw attack makes short work of the Rocket Rippers, no problem. Here's a gate that you often see gone through in reverse using green gate glitch and randos. Now Poplar's gonna be setting up for some fast pillars. Gets the charge, ooh, right at the door. Here we go. Through the pillars. They're not load bearing, don't worry, it's fine. Meanwhile, MM2 giving Golden Chorizo the what for, showing him what we do when walking, talking bird statues show their face around here. MM2 looking like he's going to opt to not do the Shine Spark, just going to break through those blocks with screw attack. Meanwhile, Poplar's carefully going through this room, get the Mickey Mouse missiles, because look at the room. What else do you think it looks like? Thankfully, you gotta be very careful in this room. Poplar does not take the tumble. There are crumble blocks in the previous room, and if you go down there, you have to go all the way back around, do the pillar room again. Thankfully, no such misfortune. MM2 showing us the misfortune, accidentally freezing the Rocket Ripper right where he needs to be standing to get that charge. Oh no. But he gets the charge, loses a few seconds, but gets it. Gonna show us some fast pillars. There we go. Oh my goodness. Poplar's, meanwhile, getting through the amphitheater, no trouble. Only a few rooms away from Ridley. I can't take that lizard seriously. I just can't. I'm sorry. Every time he opens his mouth, he makes a dumb sound. In every game he's in. That said, this is the most dangerous that nerd has ever been. Ridley is no joke in Super Metroid. Thankfully, in 100%, a bit less dangerous than an 90%, but Popplars and M2 are going to have to pump him full of 20 charged shots while he flies around trying to dodge that, so hopefully they can do it in a timely fashion. M2 gets the Mickey Mouse missiles heading into Amphitheater. Popplars getting the power bombs of shame. Not quite so shameful in this category since we need them. It is 100% after all. Looks like Popplars was trying to do a Kago through that platform. Didn't get. There we go. Second tries the charm. That's how the saying goes. I will accept no criticisms. Into the metal pirate room. Ooh, tried to shoot to get through it and do the shine spark step. Doesn't quite get it. Gonna have to use the charge beam setup. Thankfully, a well-placed charge beam does send them packing. By packing, I mean to the afterlife. That's just how it be. Into Powerhouse. And just one more room, and Popplars is going to be facing off with Ridley. Well, MM2 still has to get through the metal pirates. I think we may even end up with both of them fighting Ridley at the same time. Oh, forgot about the missiles. Power bombs and missiles, close enough. You know, one of them comes out the beam, the arm, the other one comes out the ball. I mean, tomato, tomato. Ooh, Popplars gets grabbed by Ridley, saying, no, you can't shoot if I'm grabbing you. Gonna see a little bit of some, oh my gosh, really just not playing nice for Popplars, just giving them the beans. Look at this. Even with Gravity Suit, Ridley is such a dangerous boss, does so much damage, flies around, is real hard to hit, and if you shoot after him when he's flying off screen, it does not count. He has to be on screen for the hits to count. Ridley has changed color, so he's halfway there, but Popplars, 4 E-tanks, been knocked around a whole lot, should be in real good shape. And there we go. Popplars sealing the deal, sending Ridley away. We won't be seeing him again, at least not until Metroid Fusion. Right as MM2 starts the fight, 2 quick hits, going for the hero shot. Ridley comes down to say hello. Again, with the charged combo, 20 charged shots is all it takes to beat Ridley. Gosh, imagine doing this with 60 charged shots using the Spazer combo. I'd rather not think about that. High-fiving in there, rather they would. Ooh, MM2 showing us a nice little positioning trick there. If Ridley is pogoing to the left, you can absolutely get right up against that wall, and he cannot hit you. Unfortunately, did not stay in that position for very long. Did not get... Ooh! You can force Ridley to turn around here, but dang, Ridley, once again, just being a real big butt. Refusing to cooperate. Looks like that was enough, though. And MM2 finishing the fight. Very well done from both of them, sending that silly space lizard packing. Alright, Popplars going to give us a wasteland. Ooh, oh, Popplars looks like Popplars was trying to set up for a wasteland speedball here. It's a little bit tricky to get. You got a short charge, but there we go. That is such a cool trick to get. Major props to Popplars for going for all these swag strats to make sure that everybody out there gets a good show. Because there's one thing that I love about Super Metroid, it's how cool this run looks. There's so many different tricks, so many different movements, so much cool stuff in this run from start to finish, and there's so much of it you can't even contain it in a single run. You gotta pick and choose. Every runner's run is a little bit different, and that's half the fun of it. You can genuinely in some cases look at a run and be like, oh, they're using this strat, and that strat. That seems like so and so, and you can actually do that. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not an easy run, but it's such a fun run, such a satisfying run. The community is big and full of some real great folks. And Popplars getting that E-tank. It's just gonna be great. Boy. It's time to hydrate again, shoot. The action never stops with this game, heck. Don't even get a moment. God, why is my water bottle so empty? Wait, I already know the answer to that. Oh, God. No! No! Okay, thank you, Scary27. I've hydrated. I'm doing better now. Alright, so anyways, MM2 getting that E-tank. Popplars getting that power bomb. Both of them going to be heading back up into the upper parts of Norfair here in a moment. But we are in the home stretch here, folks. With that, the 4 main bosses are dead. All that's left is to head to Turian and send Mother Brain back to the void from whence she came. Which also means we are starting to get close to the end of the incentive for save versus kill the animals, which last I checked was pretty darn close. Again, I'm a big fan of saving the animals because I run Fusion, so I kind of want to keep my other speed game canon, you know? Meanwhile, here we go, 3 Musketeers. Those are Key Hunters. I didn't mention it before because in 100% doesn't really matter, but Key Hunters are probably the most dangerous normal enemy in the game. If you're trying to play through this game in low percent, or you're having a really rough run, they'll just kill you. They'll just kill you. They do so much damage. Oh, Jay trying to get me to hydrate here. All right, thank you, Jay. I'm feeling very hydrated now. I could talk for another race if I needed to. Alright, just a little bit of cleanup here in Norfair to do before we're done. And then just head back up through Brinstar. You're going to get to see, if you've never seen a 100% run, we take a little bit of a different route heading back up than we do in other categories that you might do casually. Because you might remember, there's a fair few things we haven't picked up in Brinstar and Criteria as well. This is when we're going to get them. Because now, both MM2 and Popplars have all the tools they need to grab everything they've missed. Ooh, very nice mock ball from MM2 there. If you do it just right, you can actually damage boost off that Viola, but didn't quite work out that way. Alright, now Poplar's going to get this missile tank on the right here. You just blast through that ripper with the screw attack if you want. Real nice. And lava don't matter because you got gravity suit. There's the last reserve tank. There's only 4 of them, which is probably for the best. And Popplars and M2 have already both done. Crockemeyer did lower Norfair, that part of Norfair cleanup before, so you can just head right into Speedway, back into Business Center, back up into Brinstar. The last reserve is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. Oh my goodness. I don't know about all you all, but I'm going to date myself a little bit here. When I first heard when Young Crunch first heard that voiceover way back in Christmas of 1994, holy cow, my mind was blown. I didn't realize that the game would be talking to me. And it did. Alright, Poplar's back into the bottom parts of Red Tower here. Gonna stop and grab the X-ray scope. Thankfully, we don't grab this earlier, because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that menuing in this game, having to go through your item select, is really annoying when you have the X-ray scope. Did it make me feel at peace, though? If by peace you mean really excited, then yes. If not, then no. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was definitely excitement, because shoot, because do you know how long I'd wanted to get a Super Nintendo and play Super Metroid in Christmas of '94? I had dragged my poor parents to Target so many times because they were the closest store that had the playable setup thing, and it was the only one that didn't reset after 10 minutes, so that you couldn't do anything because series takes too long. Poplar's getting X-ray scope. X-ray scope is real good in Rando because you can do microwave, but in this game it's just there. We get it because we have to. It's also actually real good if you're doing major glitches, because the X-ray scope lets you go places you're not supposed to go. Let's just say that. All right. Oh, for a moment there, I thought, is Poplar's going to try to show us some real cool speedball strats here? But no, it's actually outrageously difficult to do. All right, time to grab this missile tank. I told you no one had forgotten the missile tank. There we go. And now it's time to revisit a room you may have seen earlier in the game. That's right, it's time to go back to the morph ball room. A little bit more powerful now. We can morph among other things. And go get some other stuff that we might have missed before. MM2 gets X-ray scope, done at Red Tower, heading back up. Oops, Popplars was trying to do a speedball there, didn't quite get it. Oops, accidentally jumps over the power bomb tank. Hitboxes are a little bit treacherous sometimes. You think you're gonna clip it and grab the item, then you don't. MM2 trying to carry that that space jump momentum up, and hang on a second. I think MM2 forgot the missile tank? I turned away for a second. I don't think he grabbed the missile tank. Oh, don't time to think about that. Time to hydrate. 1, 2. Oh, okay. M2 grabbed it earlier. Thank you. Sometimes I do my best, but sometimes it really is hard to keep up with who does what when. And here we go into the room we call the Billy Mays room, because you get the missiles and then, but wait, there's more. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your missiles. You may ask, how much does this cost? $49.99? $29.99? No! Call in the next 10 minutes, we'll double your order, and you'll get 2 missile tanks for $19.99! And MM2 giving us the Shine Spark. Shine Sparking so hard that my feed stopped working. Give me 1 second here, I can't see what's going on anymore. Oh my god, the rotating cubes of doom. There we go! Popplars heading back up into Criteria. We're into the home stretch here, folks. Only a few items left to grab. And both of them will be on their way to Turian to beat up some Metroids. Oh, Popplars, you gonna give us a Shine Spark? Oh no! Oh no! Popplars, that was almost so cool! Oh, dang, I got really excited there. Grabbing these missiles under Mother Brain. Well, under Mother Brain's old spot, because I don't know what you need with missiles, but there they are. Fun fact, in Zero Mission there is also something under Mother Brain if you go back to Turian. Now just a couple more things, just gonna stop here and grab these supers right here, and then just go head on to a room that we affectionately call the last missile tank in the game. Oh, so close. Got to short charge and then get a... Oh, Popplars, no! Popplars, no! Oh, MM2! MM2! Ooh, the spark! My god. These two showing us more swag in an hour and a half that I generally display to my friends and family in an entire year. I don't know how they do it. Dang! Dang! Popplars counts looking good though. Definitely has all E-tanks. Hard to tell as far as missile and ammo count, just because we don't really take a refill, but we've been watching it. They've been grabbing everything. We'll know when it's all said and done, but... Alright, Popplars back into Parlor for the second to last time, just on their way to the final missile tank. Right here. Jay, you're here. What's up?
This has been a pretty exciting race. Hello, everyone. J-Chalk here. I just want to remind everyone that we do have Save the Animals and Kill the Animals donation incentives that are going right now. So if you want to see our runners save or kill, you know what to do. Save is currently at $942. Kill the Animals is at $1,144. When you make your donations, make sure you label kill or save for whatever you want. This is going to close when the first player's head of Mother Brain touches the ground. and then it will reopen when the SMZ3 multi-world happens. So we might have another opportunity to save or kill for that run. But it looks like we're going to be heading into Torient. They are super close to each other. This could be decided in the final moments here. You get caught by a by a Metroid. You can get caught by a lot of different things to slow you down, and there's not a lot of separating these two. So, is Ness gonna skip? Oh my!
Popplars opting to take a refill to check items, giving MM2 the chance to spring ahead right here.
Oh my! Okay, so Ness is now in the lead, and this is exactly. Wow. Okay, this just got extremely hype. I'm gonna leave it to you guys, but just know that we have about 5 or so minutes before that donation incentive closes. So just so you know that they are gonna be forced to kill the animals if the time comes to it. If it comes to it, rather. All right, Crunchy, enjoy. Look at this screen right here. This is incredible.
God, they're both in. Words are hard to form right now. This is such a close race.
Wow.
Turian's gonna make or break. Something as simple as baby skip could change the fate of everything.
Yeah, I knew when I was scheduling this run for the marathon, I knew it was going to be close, but I didn't think it was going to be this close.
No kidding.
This is great.
Oh god, few things warm the heart quite like a good close Super Metroid race.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, M2 doing the item adjustment now, setting up for stand-up glitch on Mother Brain, a very important trick. All right, going through the Metroid rooms quickly and efficiently is one of the most satisfying things to watch because you can group them, you can kill them as you go. There's a number of ways you can do it, but you have to commit to one, and if you're not careful, the Metroids do grab you, and if they grab you, you're in for a bad time. Thankfully, you can group them up like we just saw Popplars do there, and you can kill them with less ammo. In this room right here, the final Metroid room, MM2 going to try to group them all up and freeze them right near the door. Ooh, flawless room. MM2 going to be first to make it to the baby, which means the first to try baby skip. I know Popplars does baby skip. I don't know if MM2 does. Like I said, I have regrettably less experience, less knowledge of MM2's, what MM2 knows compared to Popplars. So we'll see. It's a pretty good indicator will be if MM2 starts taking intentional damage, which he isn't. He's going to be going for baby skip. He's setting up for it. Nope. He's not going for baby skip. He's taking intentional damage here. But I think Popplars does do baby skip. And M2 doing the all-important trick of, if you get caught by the baby, make sure to face right. It saves you a few frames. Here you go. Papa's going for baby skip. This is a very, very difficult trick. You have to take advantage of both the lag and very precise positioning, doing very specific jumps to try to shoot out the sand and get into position without the baby grabbing you. It's looking good so far. Right up against the sand. The jump to set up. Popplars getting baby skip. This is going to be so close going through the door. Popplars now back in the lead, but only by a bit more than a door transition. Holy cow. Now they both have to set up to do... Wait, they don't necessarily have to do Zebatites here. This is 100%. But oh my god. Nailing that baby skip has given Popplars the lead back. But if anything goes... Oh, Popplars is going for Zeb skip. Gets it first try. Super smooth. Looks like MM2 doing the same. You don't really have... Oh no, having a little bit of trouble setting it up. It's actually a little bit tricky to set it up. Oh gosh. MM2, just go through. You got the ammo. Just go through. Oh no, this could be costly. This could be costly. Popplars already heading into the proper Mother Brain fight here, while MM2 still has to break the tank. Oh no, what? just going up, giving Mother Brain a smooch. But that's all right. Here we go. Now the fun begins. Charge beam combo, 20 shots directly to the dome. Don't really have to worry so much about the ketchup beam like you do in any percent. But the real trick here is going to be the stand-up glitch. What they're going to be trying to do is once we get into the next phase of the Mother Brain fight, normally what happens is when you take enough damage, Samus gets kind of stuck to the ground, and then the baby shows up, and then you have the whole cutscene thing. But what they're going to do is instead make it so that the game lets them actually stand up and move around while the baby is on them, which means they can continue to attack Mother Brain during that entire cutscene, which saves time afterward, because then you have to hit her fewer times with the Hyper Beam, but there is a danger to it. You have to make sure to not do the shots too late, otherwise you can genuinely soft lock, so... Alright. Popplars gets it. Normally at this point in time in the game, you are just kind of stuck to the floor, but as you can see, Popplars very clearly still moving around, and MM2 also gets it. So far, so good. But it's not over yet. They both still have to get a good number of shots and make sure, again, that they don't hit Mother Brain too late before the Hyper Beam phase starts, or the game will essentially just go... It's not a hard lock, but it just... the game essentially freezes. So we want to avoid that. And they both have to escape. And once again, folks, I'd like to remind you, if you would like to try to change the outcome of Save Kill the Animals, we have until Mother Brain's head hits the ground at the end of this fight. Speaking of her head, with the baby Metroid attached to Samus, they have to be really, really close and literally have Samus's arm inside Mother Brain's head for the shots to actually hit. So positioning is very important here. They gotta be careful. Alright, now with the baby Metroid gone, Popplars going for the last few shots. Looks like Popplars is... Okay, Popplars opting to not... Okay. And... Popplars getting it, and finishing off Mother Brain, hopefully here in just a few shots. And them two going in for a few extra shots. And Popplars, first to finish off Mother Brain here. Here comes the head drop, and... There's the cutoff. While MM2, oh my gosh, finishing off Mother Brain mere seconds behind Popplars. This is really going to come down to the movement in the escape. Because escape is not free, folks. Just because nothing is going to kill you doesn't mean that you aren't going to lose time as the screen shakes and blows steam at you. I don't know if either of them know what's going on here or how close it is. The slightest mistake could change who's in the lead really, really easily. And Jay has mentioned in chat the outcome of the incentive, and it is with a heavy heart that I must say, Kill the Animals is victorious. Oh, Jay, you can say that again. I'm sorry. I stole your thunder.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I was just going to let everyone know. I'm guessing I was just talking with the runners, letting them know what they had to do. They are going to be killing the animals, as the donation incentive was closed with about a $200 lead for kill. So this actually might be the first time all marathon. This is our 4th day, and we've had Super Metroid stuff basically every day, and I'm pretty sure we've saved every single time. So this is a big win for the kill team, as Save has really stepped it up this marathon. So here we go. They're gonna be killing the animals for you guys.
Popplars, no! Popplars, no! Okay, Popplars is just clowning a bit. Okay. Oh gosh, MM2 unfortunately having a real struggle with the climb here. Can't quite seem to get the Shine Spark, just gonna do the traditional climb while Popplars is just doing Alcatraz for, I don't know, because they can.
And this will be PB for both runners.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 3-minute PB for Ness, and about a... If Popplars didn't go down to taunt, it would have been...
they're both just clowning at this point. What the heck? Oh my god. This is the level of dorks we're dealing with here, but I love them both. And there is time for Popplars, our winner here today. God, what a close race this was, though.
GG to Popplars. What a race. And we are joined by our 2 runners. I'm going to let you guys do some interviews while I set up for the SMZ3 multi-world combo.
All right. So first off, GG MM2. That was a really, really close race.
To you, Popplars. I was totally expecting to get destroyed, and honestly, that was way closer than I ever could have dreamed of. GG.
So for the fans out there, the fans, you're all fans. We can't all be runners. Some of us got to cheer as we go along. Anyway,
Yeah.
jokes aside, for the fans out there, my boat, I didn't have, because I know Jay was talking about this, I didn't have the health to spark it and then do the pop tuning so I had to tank all that damage, which is why I went across it casually and hecked it up so hard.
Yeah, my red tower just was rusty and bad and crappy, and I just felt that. And also the Behemoth Spark, same thing happened.
Yeah, there just seems, on the whole, you both did real good, but there's just a couple of spots where it's kind of like, everything's going well, then it's kind of like, oh god, it keeps happening.
Yeah, that just felt a lot like that happened. A lot.
I thought about getting closer to that animal door with my moonwalk, but I didn't want to risk accidentally going in there, because then I would have had to have died with them.
Yeah, then I would have won. That would have been real. That would have felt really bad.
It would have been one heck of a twist ending, though.
Yeah, but I would have felt bad for winning that way. That would have felt so bad.
How about that clutch baby skip?
Oh god, that baby skip. I was losing my mind over here. I don't know if you had audio turned on, but I was yelling.
No, I didn't have audio. I didn't have the stream pulled up. I'm going to have to watch it back.
Baby skip, Zeb skip, Behemoth Spark decided the race, in my opinion.
So MM2 had chat up and was telling me that people, because I was telling him about this meme in my chat from when I ran Hundo ages ago, about the pipe missile in Green Hills. It even spawned a whole emote in my chat, GH missiles. And basically, I don't get that until my last time through there. And eventually MM2 is like, yep, you were right. They're all spamming that I'm missing the missile.